Well, you could tell I'm still full of emotion and everything. I played an intro twice. I've left off the live, and it's been about just under 2 hours since your race. But Jess, a fourth place finish at the Paralympic Games in Tokyo. Um, take us through this start. I know it's been an emotional day and roller coaster ride and everything for you, but take us through this particular race.
Oh my goodness, it's been the longest day in history, I think. Just waiting for this race to happen, and I was keeping an eye on the weather, and that was kind of stressing me out a little bit too. Just because we haven't had a lot of practice in the rain, so I was a little bit anxious about that, and I was talking to Coach Ken up there and just telling him, you need to sort this out, and he did that. So I'm very, very pleased about that. This race, I felt, and I probably put it on myself, a lot of pressure, just to, perform and see where I was up against such an incredible group of female athletes, and just not having, the time this past year to race with a lot of them, kind of messed with my head a little bit there too. But once I was on that start line and coming out of that call room, I just had a wave of, you know what, I got this. This is fine. This is going to be good. And I just have to focus on myself and focus on my race and getting across that line. And that's something that, Coach Curtis and I talked about was, just focus on your race and it's you and the track. And I definitely had that at the start line and I was ready to go. And coming forth is, I'm very proud of it, but I'm also very upset and a little bit heartbroken about it. But I think you can only go up from here. So,
Curtis, what was one of the last things you said to Jessica before she departed, heading out to the track?
You got this. Gave her a fist bump and said, "You got this. This is yours." Like she said, I was telling her that we put all the work in, and she was ready for it. I had all the confidence in her.
Yeah, Jess, obviously, we all know about how fast you can get out of the blocks. Did the slippery track hurt you a little bit at the start, getting those wheels to spin over? Because I noticed where usually 2 or 3 pushes and you're out in the out of the blocks kind of thing pretty quick, but it took you a little while to get that momentum. Was it the track conditions or was it just a little bit of nerves?
I think probably just nerves. In the warm up, I did put a little bit of blister on my gloves, just because they weren't sticking as well as I was hoping. But it definitely got better with the blister. So I definitely think it was just kind of nerves, and I think once I got into the rhythm, it was okay.
What kind of upset you the most about the race itself?
Just fourth. Fourth is always a really tough one to be in, and being fourth at Worlds, just made me angry there too, and hungry to do better than that. And but I think after talking with Curtis and Mom and Ann Windroth here, I was 6th in Rio, so that's a 2-place advancement. And so I think for the next part, there's going to be a lot more hunger. Yeah.
No, we get a chance to watch that start, and of course, the Chinese 2 pair and the Great Britain girl got out pretty fast, but you were right there in the mix early on. What were you thinking, like 20, 30 yards into this race, or meters into this race?
That's a great question. I'm not really sure. I think I was just like go go go, and the only thing I can really remember thinking was probably maybe 70, 80 meters, and I could see Hamid coming up on the
On the,
outside, and I'm just like,
mhm.
no, 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 and, just keep punching, and that's probably the only thing I remember thinking in the race.
Yeah, trust me, I was saying the same thing. No, 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 run out of real estate, run out of real estate.
Yeah.
But if you look at 1690, are you pleased with that time? Let alone the position, but are you pleased with that time? Does that kind of, for you, Curtis, does that kind of gauge where she's at, having not had that much competition over the last year or two?
Oh yeah, definitely. Great time. Um, Considering we've had very little competition. Can't ask for much better than that, you know. Um, it's been a tough few years, and having it delayed, another year, it just puts it, even I think even a sweeter spot for me seeing her performance and performing so well.
Mm. No, Jess, you obviously, it's as Curtis has indicated, it's been an emotional ride since 2016. Just we've got one more event to do, but how have you been able to channel these emotions since 2016 and everything that's happened right up to today?
Well, I will say I did break down on the bus coming back here. I think everything just kind of came to the surface and hit me that we worked so hard to get here, and just not having Ken here with us as well, even though I had him here for the race with us, and I think just being so incredibly grateful to Curtis for stepping in and helping me continue this incredible journey. When it was really tough for him, losing his father, and just everything that we've gone through since 2016 to get to this point, and to come away. This is going to be a proud moment now for being fourth. Just coming away being fourth is absolutely amazing, and it's something that I'm grateful for the opportunity to represent Bermuda, and to do so at my third Paralympic Games has been phenomenal. Yeah.
Well, 1690 and 4/10 of a second off of that bronze medal place. Does that make you a little more hungry, knowing that there are just some technical things that can be worked out to close that gap even more, if not even to overtake that gap?
Yeah, I think so. And I think, it's just going to be about getting a little bit more powerful, and making sure that the hand speed is there, and just really working on, the transition, and putting in that power
Mm.
going forward. So there's going to be some more work to do. But I'm really excited for this next part after a little bit of a break, because I'm going to need a break.
One of the things I did notice in that particular race, especially the three medalists in the race, their front tires were a lot wider and bigger than yours. Is that because you're much lighter and it allows you to get more power getting off the start line?
Yeah, so a bigger front wheel would make it a little bit harder, especially if there's wind, and just being so light, of air. And I'm like, woo, let's go that way. So we definitely need to make sure that the chair is made right for me.
Mm. Curtis, as a coach, you're always looking for the technical flaws because that's what you have to address for next time around. So, looking at it with the naked eye, and probably looking at it after replay after replay after replay, what's some of the things going through your mind that you would have to quickly work on to make sure that over the next few years she's able to um, take care of those little technical issues?
Well, like you said, working on the power at the transition point of her race, but I think we need to keep working those starts and getting that reaction down, because that's like her bread and butter, where she gets out in front, then they have to chase. So definitely starts, but you know, building that power, building that strength, so that she can put more into those rims and propel herself faster down the track.
All right, I'm going to end with this. No pressure, Jess. But do you realize Flora Duffy won her gold medal at the Olympic Games in her fourth Olympic Games? In
Yeah.
3 years' time, there's a possibility that you'll be at the Paralympic Games for your fourth Paralympic Games. No pressure,
Yeah.
but how much will you be driving yourself to ensure that you could possibly be there and podium in Paris?
Oh, I'm gonna get angry. I need to get angry, and I need to, you know, um, just work on getting stronger and focusing on my race and myself, and hopefully we'll have more opportunities to compete uh, before Paris. So I'm really excited. We have Worlds next year, hopefully. So we'll be back here in Japan. So definitely gonna need some time off mentally, I think, which I will have in September. I guess we are September now, aren't we?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so confused on what day it is here. I just knew I raced today. So definitely have that mental break, but then I'm going to be ready and hungry to get going for the next cycle.
All right, but first up, it's that 400-meter race tomorrow for you. We look forward to watching you and then talking to you after, because obviously it'll be your last event at the Paralympic Games, and we want to wish you all the best. Curtis, give us some time off. Don't crack the whip yet. But it was good talking to you guys. Just job well done. Nothing to be ashamed of. Hold your head up. You have a country that is supporting you, and we look forward to your race tomorrow, and then seeing you back on the track whenever that is, representing Bermuda as you did so proudly today. Okay?
Yeah, thank you so much, Earl.
All righty. You guys enjoy the evening.
You too. Or day.
Bye now.
Bye.